What is up, Tempo team? My name's Coach Cole, and we're about to go ham. 30 minutes of lower body building, working on these hamstrings, all right? Ham sandwich, and having some fun with it. I'm excited for this. We got dumbbells close by. We're gonna be going through 3 different rounds, working on different movements. We got some lunges, we got some deadlifts, single leg of the single leg variety. We're gonna finish with a little prone, glute bridge type action. I'm excited about this one. I hope you are too. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna push hard. And we're pushing for muscle hypertrophy here, all right? So first things first, we gotta get this body warmed up. Let's start with some simple alternating reverse lunges, one leg at a time, stepping back, driving to the top, good. Switching sides, breathing, good. Push, step back, drive. We're just here for 30 seconds, so another 15 or so. Getting this body warmed up. This is gonna be our first movement, the alternating reverse lunge. As we get into it here, last rep. Good, let's step back, let's come all the way down to the ground. Let's work on that ankle dorsiflexion a little bit, driving that knee forward, and we'll come back, we'll drive that heel into the ground, we'll get a little hamstring stretch. Good, coming forward, so you're kind of rocking the boat back and forth here, driving that heel into the ground, hamstring stretch. Last one on this side. Good, coming back, nice, beautiful. Let's go ahead and switch sides. Good, opposite side up, drive that knee forward. Coming back. Ooh, that hamstring feels a little tight. That's good. Good, and forward. Good. Coming back. That's it. Driving that heel into the ground. Coming forward. Good. Coming back. There it is. Last one. All right, let's go ahead and come down to this tabletop position. We're going to drop into a side plank, twisting, opening up. We got 30 seconds on each side here. Just a little core activation before we go into these heavy lower body movements. I'm excited about this. I hope you are too. All right, we got 10 more seconds here. Holding this side plank, we'll switch sides, hit the same thing on the other side, getting this body warmed up. We can work on little wrist mobility on the other side, switching sides, good. Twisting, opening up, good. Breathe, another 25 seconds. That's it. You can stack the feet or you can stagger them. That's up to you. Breathing. Good. All right. Last 10 seconds here. Good. Stay with me. Breathe. And 2, 1. Let's go ahead and drop to our bum here. We're going to do a little bit of core work again, bringing those knees up to tabletop. We're going to drop one leg, one heel at a time, little heel taps here. Staying really mindful of making sure the core is doing the work, not the hip flexors. Good, and we'll finish out our last 25 seconds with these little heel taps. And we'll go into our first circuit. All right, feeling good? Ooh, what a beautiful opportunity we have here today. Last 10 seconds. We don't have to. We get to. All right, and that's a beautiful thing if you ask me. Last 3, last 2, last 1. Good, let's roll on up. Let's get ready to pick these weights up. We are gonna do a warm-up set here, so a little lighter weight for our first set. And we got alternating reverse lunges. One leg at a time, alternating, stepping back right, stepping back left. Let's take a look at this movement. We did it with body weight in our warm-up. That was not on accident. We like to keep our warm-ups as applicable and specific to the workout as possible. So, planting those feet one leg at a time, stepping back, driving to the top. Trying to keep that upright torso looking good. Breathing, driving to the top, just like so. All right, there is your alternating reverse lunge. We got 50 seconds before we get started. So, get those weights set up. And then we will have a chance to add a little weight to this after that first round. Really looking for good glute quad engagement here. All right, about to go ham in this first set. And don't you worry, we're gonna hit those hams after this, those actual hamstrings. Okay, so this is gonna be a little more quad, a little more glute. Hamstrings involved to some degree, but not a ton. And then in our next round, we're gonna have a whole lot of hamstrings. So we're really building well-rounded legs here, hence the lower body build. Let's get ready to pick these weights up. Let's go to work, have some fun with it. And if we can, let's just stay right here in this moment. The only place we can truly be. Take a look at those feet, wiggle those toes. Stay focused and let's enjoy the present moment. One leg at a time, stepping back, breathing. Looking good. Drop, drive to the top, switch sides, good. Drop, drive to the top, switch sides, good. Breathe, push, 20 seconds left. All right, this is a light warm up here before we add our real weights. We get into our first working set. Good. Breathe, push, good. Breathe, push, that's it. Stay with me. Breathe, push, last one. Beautiful work. Let's go ahead and add a little weight to this thing. All right, absolutely getting after it today. I love it. All right, we got our weights close by. We're gonna add some weight, get into our real working weight sets here coming up next. We will have 3 working weight sets. Make sure those clips are on tight, doing things the right way, controlling those variables that we can control. All right, like how prepared are we? How are we showing up in the world? It's a good thing. Good. All right, we got another minute before we lock in to this first set. All right, we set that tempo. Now we got to stick to it. We got to see it through. All right, really looking to feel this in your quads and your glutes. All right, let's get ready. Let's get these weights, bring them into position here so when we go to pick them up, we're ready to rock in our first set. I'll just roll one to either side. Good, just like so. We got 30 seconds before we get started in our first set. Okay, thank you for getting in here, doing something challenging, doing something that's good for you, pushing yourself. But now, when the rubber meets the road, all right, the rubber in those soles meets the rubber on the ground in that workout mat, we got to really put the work in. We got to hit that intensity. We got to find that point of adversity. We got to push through it. All right, that's where we get the adaptation for muscle growth, hypertrophy. All right, we got to push, ask our body to do something it can't necessarily do very well. All right, one leg at a time, stepping back, driving the top. All right, these are heavy reps. These are solid reps. Volume is low, so keep the quality high. Good. Drive to the top. Breathe. Drive. Push. Good. Drive. That's it. Stay with me. Breathe. Push. Oh, yeah. Woo, feeling it. Last 2. Let's go. Last rep here. Get it done. Finish strong. Pushing to the top. Ooh, just like that. Setting those dumbbells down. Great job. Absolutely bringing it. All right, starting to get a little pump of those legs. We like that. We like that a lot. 50 seconds to transition here. What I like to introduce in this first rest period is, okay, we got our movement done in our first set. We know what it's going to feel like. We know at what point in that set we're going to hit a little adversity. Those voices are going to start to creep up, being like, we could cut corners. We could take it easy. Nobody's looking. All right, I'm going to challenge you in this next set to push through that point. All right, do a little bit more. Challenge yourself a little bit further. All right, step into that land of discomfort just a little bit. All right, even if you got to just, dip a toe in. All right, dip a toe in there, and then eventually we can just swan dive into that. And that's where the true growth happens. All right, when we get outside our comfort zone. Okay, if this little box is my comfort zone, then this area is outside of, okay, anyway, I'm taking the metaphor too far. Let's pick the weights up. I'm late. I know. I was having fun with it. Okay, stepping back, driving to the top, breathing. We set that tempo early on. Now we stick to it. Stay here with me. Push through that heel. Drive. Push through that full foot, really. Good. Breathe. Drive. Good. Breathe. Drive. That's it. Great work. Push. Good. Last one. Dumbbells go down. Woo, great work. Absolutely bringing it. I love it. Crushing this thing so far. We got one last set here in these alternating reverse lunges, and then we'll be moving right along. But I'm saying this for me just as much as I'm saying this for you. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's stay here. Let's stay focused, and we'll make this last set really count here. A little leg day. I don't mind that. All right, leg day is good. All right, then remembering, if I want to get big, I gotta eat big. Of good stuff, protein, high protein, whole foods, all right? Nutrient-dense foods. But if I do want these muscles to grow in the long run, I do have to make sure that I'm eating enough food to support that growth. Okay, that's where kind of fat loss and muscle growth become sort of contradictory efforts in some ways. It's hard to do both at the same time. Let's pick this weight up. Let's get into it here. One leg at a time. Last set. Make it your best set. Driving to the top. Good. Breathe. Push. Good. Breathe. Push. That's it. Stay with me. Breathe. Drive. Good. Breathe. Push. Breathe. Push. Good. Last couple reps. Drive. That's it. Drive. Last two. Last one. Phenomenal job. Let's go ahead and set these dumbbells down. Let's get our weights set up for our next round. I'm going to pop down to the ground, pull a little weight off here because we got our single leg deadlifts coming up here. And we're really going to isolate the hamstring. A little bit of glute. Move slow and controlled. Stretch this hamstring as much as we can with this movement. And look for that hypertrophic response. It's a fancy word for muscle growth. All right, putting these weights off to the side here. Getting it cleaned up. I'll show you what this single leg deadlift is going to look like. And we'll be underway here. Just like that. Time flies when you're having fun. We're already 11 minutes and change into this workout. Weights are clipped, locked, and loaded. Let's take a look at our single leg deadlift. All right. I'm going to suggest that we use a little kickstand stance. All right. You can balance yourself, but I think the safest way, if you want to lift that back leg as you do these, you can, but I'd almost rather just use that little kickstand. All right, really emphasize the hinge, stand tall. Good. Emphasize that hinge, stand tall. And if there's something that I'd rather you think about, don't think about the weights coming in front. Think about bringing your belly to your thigh. All right, if you bring your belly to your thigh, you're really stretching that hamstring. You're doing it in a safe way. All right, we're gonna do 8 reps on each side, and we'll do 8 reps on the left, 8 reps on the right. We'll take a rest and we'll run it back. All right, let's get into it. Good, hinging at the waist. Good, driving to the top. Breathe. Hinging, driving. Again, not thinking about those weights falling in front. Who cares what the weights do? What I want you to do is bring, that chest, or excuse me, that belly to that thigh. If you can bring the belly to the thigh successfully, you're gonna get a nice stretch of that hamstring. Good. Breathe. Last one. Switching sides. Same thing on the other side here. Using that little kickstand. All right. Locking in. Feeling good. Let's get to it. All right. Hinge. Good. Drive. Don't even really think about what the weights are doing. Think about, like I said, bringing that chest to that thigh. If you can do that, you're successfully stretching that hamstring, and that's really the goal. Get it into a stretch position under load. That's going to help it grow. Good. That's it. Breathe. Drive. Good. If you want to bring that foot up off the ground here, you're welcome to do that as well. Play with that. See how it feels. All right. Phenomenal work. Absolutely getting after it so far today. Bringing it. I appreciate y'all. All right. We got set 1 done. We got 2 to go here. And we're just going to stay focused. All right, even though the mind has a tendency to want to wander, we're going to stay focused right here. Laser. All right, we got our scope. We see our goal. Our goal is a nice, nasty leg pump at the end of this. And we're focused in on it. All right, we got our binoculars, all right, our binos. We're looking through them like we're bird watching. But instead of looking for birds, we're looking for a nasty leg pump. All right, let's pick this weight up. Let's get into it. Hinging at the waist. Good. If you want to play with levering that back leg, you can do that as well. See how it feels. All right, if you find that you're losing your balance a little bit, then let's just use the kickstand. All right, there's no shame in that. Good. Hinge. Drive. Good. Hinge. Drive. Breathe. Pull. Good. Breathe. Pull. That's it. Switching sides here. Same thing on that other side. All right, again, if you want to try a couple reps, levering that back leg back, all right, you're welcome to do so. I still prefer using that little kickstand, really trying to feel that stretch of that hamstrings rather than working on the coordination, the balance that comes with lifting one leg off the ground. Good. Hinge. Drive. Good. Hinge. Drive. Good. Breathe. Pull. That's it. Breathe. Pull. That's it. Breathe. Pull. Beautiful. All right. Dumbbells down. One last set here. Woo. Hammies. So the thing about the hamstrings is it's actually, I kind of picture it like it's like a little guitar on the backside of your leg there. You know, you can strum those strings. All right, play a nasty hamstring solo. But it's actually kind of a overarching terminology for a group of muscles, 4 to be exact. You have your semimembranosus, semitendinosus, you have your biceps femoris, and then you have your adductor longus. All right, one leg, good. One in each hand, let's go to work here. Good, hinging, standing tall. Good, hinging, breathing. Hinging, breathing, good. Right there, beautiful. Good. Good. That's it, stay with me. Good. Last few. Last one. All right, switching sides, finishing things off here. Good work. Let's have fun. Let's get this last one done. Then we'll do some crunches and some body weight hip bridges. Good. There we go. Hinging. Good. Again, remember that cue. Bring that belly to the knee. All right? Or belly to the thigh. Good. If you can bring your belly to your thigh, that's about as deep of a hinge as you'll be able to do. Good. 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 Breathe. Good. Last one. Just like that. Let's go ahead and put one of those dumbbells down. We're going to keep one of them with us because we're going to be doing some dumbbell hip bridges to really hit these glutes and hams to finish them off. All right, we're in our last 10 minutes of work here. I'm excited for this, and let's not lose steam here. Let's not get sidetracked. Let's stay focused on the task at hand, which is getting, remember, we're like bird watchers, but instead of watching for birds, we're going and finding that nasty leg pump, all right? Twisting, opening up, grabbing those one dumbbell, all right? Dumbbell comes to the hips. All right, we're hip bridging here. Make sure my head's not cut off. Good. Just like so. Kicking those legs up, controlling the way down. Good, kicking those legs up, controlling the way down. There's your hip bridge. As soon as we finish those, we'll be at a body weight suitcase crunch. All right, arms come up overhead. Good. Crunch, heels down, tap. Good. Crunch, heels down, tap. Good. Crunch, there's your suitcase crunch. Open and close like a suitcase. All right, I was not consulted during the naming phase. That's one of my favorite things that Andrew Huberman says. He says, whenever he talks about some system of the body, he says, I was not consulted during the design phase. I just think that's the coolest thing ever. Anyway, I was not consulted during the naming phase of this workout, but here we are, nonetheless. Hip bridging, squeezing, nice and controlled on the way down. Good, squeeze to the roof, control that eccentric. Good, squeeze to the roof, control that eccentric. Beautiful. My head's getting cut off a little bit here. Good, stay right here. Squeeze, control. Good, squeeze, control. Beautiful, last rep. Good, squeeze to the top. Control that eccentric. Let's set that weight off to the side. Just body weight for these suitcase crunches. Arms up. We'll bring those knees up. Crunch. Control the eccentric. Good. Crunch. Good. Control the eccentric. That's it. Stay right there. There's your 30 seconds on of work here. Let's go to it. Good. Open. Close. Good. Open. Close. If this is too much for you, what you can do is just one leg at a time. Open. Close. Switch sides. Open. Close. Switch sides. That's it. Open. Close. Good. Breathe. Crunch. Breathe. I'm recognizing that that's one of my weaknesses is actually I haven't been doing enough core work. So trying to bring that back into my program. I'm glad to do some of that here with you today. We got that hip bridge coming up next. 2 more sets. All right, having fun with it. Thank you for joining me, pushing yourself today. Absolutely getting after it. I love it. All right, it's been a successful bird watching mission, or we can call it a lower extremity, lower body watching mission. Dumbbell hip bridge, squeezing those glutes, getting after it here. Let's assume the position when that timer catches fire. We set these glutes on fire. Let's go to it. Good. Wait. There we go. On those hips. Here we go. Pushing to the roof. Good. Squeezing, getting a good contraction, controlling that way down. Good. Squeezing, good contraction, control that way. Beautiful. Just like so. Squeeze, control. Good. Squeeze. That's it. Control. Good. Squeeze. That's it. Control. Breathe. Squeeze. Control. Breathe. Last one. All right. Dumbbell off to the side. You know the drill here. Body weight suitcase crunch. Checking down to that single leg suitcase crunch if you need to. All right, which I would highly recommend you get used to doing that body weight suitcase crunch. Just one leg to start. All right. Bring one knee in. Crunch. Good. Or you can hold both up actually, rather. Close, open. Close, open. Good. Close, open. Breathe. Good. Breathe. Last 8. Feeling it. Last 5. Good. 2. 1. Recover. Just like that. Dun, dun, dun. Everything we've done has led us right here to this moment in time. This is our opportunity, okay? We have this hip bridge and suitcase crunch to finish off this workout. I highly encourage us all to get the most out of this that we can. Little back decompression there. All right. Phenomenal work, getting yourself here, getting in class, just getting this far. All right, but now we got to see it through. And I always love to say, let's make this last set our best set. I took that from a mentor of mine, Tommy Strachey, shout out. He always used to say that. Let's make this last set our best set, because your body remembers that last set just from a mentality standpoint. All right, let's really finish this strong. Weight on our hips. We're in that hip bridge. Good. Squeeze to the top. Control the way down. Good. Squeeze to the top. Control the way down. Breathe. Squeeze. Good. Control. Squeeze. Control. Squeeze. Good. Control. There we go. Last 8 seconds. Let's get 2 or 3 more. Good. Squeeze. Control. Last one. Putting that weight off to the side. Same thing with these suitcase crunches here. Finishing strong. Again, urging you to just do one side at a time. Most of us are lacking the core strength to properly stabilize and maintain a neutral spine as we go into these things. So let's get better together here. Arms up. Stretching out. Tapping. Good. Crunching. Good. Tap. Crunch. Tap. Crunch. Good. Feeling that burn in my core. That's a good thing. All right. I like that. Crunch. Breathe. Tap. Crunch. Breathe. Tap. Good. Crunch. Breathe. Tap. Crunch. Tap. Crunch. Tap. Last one. Woo, absolutely bringing it. I love it. All right. Crushing today. Going ham. All right. And we don't need to talk about what that acronym actually stands for. Ham, as in hamstring. Backside of the leg here. Hamstring. Ham sandwich. All right. So we got 3 minutes to cool down here. Let's take a little seat. Let's kick back. All right. Let's pull those knees in. Circle out those ankles clockwise. Counterclockwise. Let's set one foot across the opposite knee. A little figure 4. Get that hip stretch. Good. Ooh, yeah. That's it. And we can go ahead and switch sides. Same thing on the other side. Good. Getting that nice little hip stretch. Noticing if one side feels tighter than the other. Should be able to get the perpendicular in those hips pretty easily. I'm noticing I'm a little tighter on this side. It's always good to pay notice of what's going on here. Good. 3, 2, 1. Good. Relax. Let's go ahead and get that little hamstring stretch, pulling one side in. Driving away for 3, 2, 1. Relax. Good. Switch sides. Same thing here. Driving away for 3, 2, 1. Relax. And let's go ahead and roll on up. I'll do some forward folds to wrap this one up. Put our weights off to the side here. Make sure we're cleaning up after ourselves. And getting a big deep breath in. Exhaling, tucking that chin, rolling forward here. Soft bend in those knees is okay. Coming all the way down to the ground, getting a nice deep hamstring stretch. Good. And rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Big deep breath in. Exhale, tucking that chin, rolling forward. Good. Let's hold at the bottom in this deep stretch. I don't like to do too many passive deep stretches, but if we can get those palms to the ground and kind of push away, create some rigidity through that system, I kind of like it. That's good. And let's roll ourselves up one vertebrae at a time again. Coming on up. Head and neck coming up last. Coming into extension here. Looking back. Arms up. Stretching right. Good. Stretching left. Good. Stretching back. Ooh, gotta work on that. Let's go again. Right. That's it. Left. That's it. Back. Trying to work on bulletproofing that spine here. All right. Big deep breath in. Exhale. Pull some of that good energy in. Take some of that with you. Let's spread it around in the world today. It's free for us to give out high fives, smiles, compliments, shakas, good vibes. Hey, how you doing? And let's make sure we clean up after ourselves. Put those weights away. Give yourself a little golf clap. All right, a little pat on the back. Absolutely crushing it. My name's Coach Cole. It's been my pleasure to be here with you. Thank you for giving me a place to be today. And I'll see you on the mat real soon.